having us. First off, happy Diwali to everybody. We're celebrating Diwali in India. And so, in the middle of our show, if you hear loud noises, it is Diwali fireworks happening all around us. And so, we're going to make the best attempt at inculcating all of that into our set. We have some fun games and a little bit of long form queued up for you today. And without further ado, I would like to introduce my wonderful teammates. Let's go.
Hi, I am Lakshmi.
Lakshmi.
Hello, I am Shweta.
Shweta.
Hi, I am Aarti.
Aarti. And I am Bala, and together we make up one part of the Adamant Eves. We have a few more wonderful teammates. Thank you for tuning in wherever you are. If this is a morning show, I hope this show puts you in a good mood to continue the rest of your morning. If it doesn't, well, worse things can happen, I'm just being completely honest out there. I know a lot of you are tuning in on YouTube, and we will look at the YouTube comment section to get suggestions from you. Since this is an improv show and we go off of what you tell us, we will come to you for a lot of suggestions, so please oblige. All right. And with that, I would like to go into our first game, where my three beautiful teammates are going to write a novel together. All right. So, for Aarti, I want a genre of movies that makes you laugh, that just cracks you up every single time. A genre of movies that makes you crack up every single time. I know there is a little bit of a lag between Zoom and when it streams onto something else. So I'm just gonna keep talking until that lag is over.
What does Diwali mean, Bala?
What does Diwali mean? Diwali is actually Deepavali, which is a line of lamps. It is a festival to show the exiled prince of Ayodhya his way back home. He's making it back home after 14 years. And so, people are keeping little lights to make sure he knows his way home. Great. We're getting a couple of... there are three. All right. So, Aarti, you're writing a novel, and your genre of writing will be a coming of age sort of a book, a la Chicken Soup for the Soul type of things. All right. So,
traveling fans.
Yes, Aarti, you are coming of age. Shweta, I'm going to give you Tim Burton movies. Okay. Is that something that you can?
Which movie is Tim? I'm good. I think I'm, committing an offense, but which movie is Tim Burton movie?
It's like a Sweeney Todd?
Big
Sweeney
Fish.
Todd? Yeah.
Big Fish. It's just absurd and surrealist and
yes,
topsy-turvy.
1,000 times yes.
Yes, absurdist. Sometimes it can be a little murderous and creepy as well. So just have absurd murder in your word cloud of words. And for Lakshmi, I'm going to give you teen horror, because if we have coming of age, it's better to have teen horror in the same breath, because they are sometimes intertwined with each other. Fantastic. And to the audience, what is the name of this movie? Just give me a title of a movie or a novel that doesn't exist, and we will write this novel in the three genres that you have told us. Come on, let's do it. Internet, do your thing.
There is a lag.
There is.
One of the reasons Aarti is sporting a beautiful sari, which is one of the traditional costumes of India, is because of Diwali. So we're just going to sprinkle in some Diwali stuff as we wait for
trivia. Oh, yeah. We got our first one. It's called Not Enough Crows. So the title of the novel that you're writing is Not Enough Crows, and how this works is I will switch between each paragraph that I write. I will switch between the three writers, and the end result that you get will be a Frankenstein of different genres and different themes. So, Not Enough Crows. Let's take it away. Aarti, go.
It was a wonderful summer afternoon, and I was walking down the hills of Beverly when I saw to my left a dashing, young, dazzling Chadwick who, in his youth, was more dashing than what he is now. But something within me was suddenly started acting weird. I never felt this way in my life before. Well, I was only a 14-year-old girl, so
Switch.
When I was a 14-year-old girl, I used to have dreams when the hills of Beverly would speak to me every night. And they would tell me stories of the history of the hills and what came before and what comes after. What was different this time when I looked at Chadwick and I gazed deep into his eyes and his pupils were that his pupils were actually not round, but were spirals. And in those spirals, down I went the rabbit hole, and I noticed that the hills of Beverly spoke to him too. And they spoke to him and through him to me.
Switch.
Through me went the arrows that were the eyes of Chadwick Hotman. He was so hot. He was so hot. Oh my God. Oh my FG. OMFG, LOL, ROFL. I'm laughing because that is the nervousness that's used to be caused by his hotness. And then he opened his mouth and said those three words: forever, forever, question mark.
Switch.
He said that, I didn't ever think that he would mean forever as in forever. And that's when I had to make a decision. I had to make a decision to turn away or stay with him. And that was one of the most important decisions I had ever made in life. And as I was making this decision, there was thunderstorm and there was lightning.
through the thunderstorm and Chadwick Hotman's hot body, I saw his shirt tear a little. And from that tear, I could see his ripped six-pack abs. There was just ripping the t-shirt further and further and further.
And as the t-shirt ripped into shreds, his skin also started ripping into shreds right in front of my eyes. I couldn't stop myself from staring, but I also couldn't see what I was seeing. And as his skin ripped away and showed his muscular muscles raw and red, even the muscles started ripping away. And Chadwick looked.
And this was such an Instagrammable moment, but my fans were so frozen, they wouldn't go into the pocket and bring out my phone. And I thought to myself, when I tell this to my friends, they are never going to believe it. I needed to tweet it. I needed to show the world that I was probably dating a man not from these ages. And ages.
He was from the ages of godmen, because that's what he looked with his ripped body, t-shirt, everything ripped. Is that how men behave? Was the question the 14-year-old me asked myself. Do
Make
they
it about crows. Make it about crows. The title is Not Enough Crows.
Is that what the crows bring home? Hot men ripping their bodies was the question that I had to ask myself. How was this mysterious man that I knew acting in such lascivious manner, drawing me to his body, soul, his eyes, the hills of Beverly, everything, the crows, everything.
As I was going through this existential crisis, crows were swirling above my head as the flesh was ripping right out and the organs were coming right out of Chadwick in front of my eyes. The crows descended to feed on his hot body, and I felt a sense of lightness. I felt the very air of the hills of Beverly come into me from my navel and speak through me. And this is what they said. They said that no body is permanent and every body
Switch.
has.
Find an ending, last person.
And that's when I realized Counting Crows was playing in the restaurant that we were sitting in. And I looked at a black raven looking at us as it was being shredded. And finally, I could put my hand into my pocket and pull out my phone and shoot. But alas, I could not find the perfect filter for this.
And scene. Such pertinent topics that everybody should talk about. Someone on the comments said, goodbye Bechdel tests. Yes, we care about our crows, viewer, more than we care about our women. That sounds satire. Sounds like satire, but it's also kind of true.
But I'm pretty sure Raven's a woman.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Let's move on to our next game. Shweta, do you want to introduce that while the rest of us get off
I will.
screen?
Yes, I will. Okay. And for people, for our next game, we are going to be playing this game that I adapted from from a physical improv game. It's called You're on Mute. It is something that I do a lot when I'm in Zoom meetings, apparently. So I named it You're on Mute. So basically, in this game, we will see a scene between two improvisers, a two-person scene, and the other two of us will leave computer audio, so that we will not be able to, we'll be on mute and we will also not be able to listen to the scene. We will only be able to see what is happening on our Zoom screens. And once the scene finishes, the other two improvisers will come back and we will enact the scene by keeping the visual actions the same and doing it in a new scene because we haven't heard the scene before. So for our players, can I have the first two players who are going to be starting the first scene come on stage, please? I think that is Bala and Aarti.
Aarti.
Yes,
Yes.
I'll go off and Lakshmi and I will ping you on the chat once we are off computer audio.
Yes. For the audience who might be looking at us with a little bit of, and they're not actually doing that. No, we are actually doing that because we miss playing this game. So we're doing it on Zoom, and you can 100% bet your money on the fact that, yes, Shweta has left computer audio. 3, 2, 1. Get off of computer audio, Shweta and Lakshmi. All right, they're both gone. So they can't hear what's happening. They can only see me doing this. So when we start off our scene, Aarti's and my scene, I'm going to go quickly to the chat and get something from the previous show that happened, the previous scene that happened, and what tickled the audience. No body is permanent. I really like that. No body is permanent. So the scene has not begun. Wait, let me tell Aarti, scene has not begun. Let me tell Lakshmi and Shweta. And Aarti, let's count down to let them know. 3, 2, 1. Hi, ma'am. Hi. Hi. It's just okay.
Much better.
Yeah, I still don't see that as appropriate workplace behavior, but I guess that's something I have to figure out for myself, right?
As your boss and reporting manager, it's a duty to give me a kiss on the palm and on the cheeks.
Okay. I'm super uncomfortable with this right now, which is why I had to come in here and tell you this face to face. I am putting in my 2 weeks. This is my resignation letter. It's a book because I have a long list of issues as to why I'm quitting this job. So here you go. That's my resignation. Yeah, I've honestly I've had it at this place. I don't want to work here anymore. I'm just done.
How dare you, Priyanka? How dare you, after working for years under me and my guidance, I have seen you grow, and you repay me with a book of a resignation letter with all these problems.
Okay, listen. Maybe like a couple of years ago, you could have held that over my head and been like, I was your mentor. You can't ever leave me. But no, you know what? This is me exerting healthy boundaries. Okay, this is a healthy boundary. I've had it with you making me get on work calls at like 9 p.m. on a Saturday evening. Like, don't you have a life?
But
I can't do this anymore.
my
What?
boss, my boss did the same to me, and I thought it was the right thing to do it with you.
Times are changing. Times are changing. And you can't keep blaming, millennial entitlement for this, for just wanting to be treated as human beings. So either find a better way, or I guess find an employee better suited to your way of working.
But the boss is always right. That's the boss is always right. I'm senior, you're junior, I'm big, you're small. What I say is right, what you say is wrong.
Nope.
That's been going on since time immemorial. I don't know why you have to.
I've had enough. That's my resignation, and I don't care if you accept it or not. If you don't, I just won't come to work anymore. Goodbye and good luck.
Wait, Priyanka! I didn't think I would cry for an employee, but looks like I'm crying.
And scene. Okay, so let's invite Shweta and Lakshmi back. They're joining the chat again. So now they can hear. They didn't hear the previous scene, but what they're going to do is they're going to do the physical movements that Aarti and I did, and they're going to create a completely new scene. Let's see what their interpretation is. Take it away.
All right.
Madam, madam, madam,
Yes,
You-
yes, madam.
madam, you can't give me any more laundry. You've already given me 3 to 4 laundry pieces, madam. It is not done, madam.
1 second, come near, madam. Let me smell that laundry. 1 second.
Yes, madam.
Oh.
See, you gave it. You gave
I
it
see
to
it.
me like this, madam. Last week.
Yeah, I have to tell you are the laundry person, and the laundry gets dirty.
Yes.
That is the fact of life, madam. So you need to tone down the
Madam,
attitude a
see,
little bit.
this is not the only house I come to for laundry. I go to laundry to do laundry at many places, madam. The
Oh,
fact
okay.
that it's so smelly is disturbing.
So let me help you here. Let me give you this huge bar of detergent. You can take it and you can do the laundry for the entire neighborhood. Okay, instead of showing so much attitude, yeah, I think that is the best thing. Yeah. So don't
You are
judge
going to
people's
give me
smelly laundry.
you're going to give me a bar of soap. Me. You don't have to tell me how to wash clothes, okay? You don't have to tell me how to wash clothes. I wash clothes all the time. That's my job. You know?
I am not telling you how to do your job. I'm only telling you to tone down the judgment a little bit. Okay. I'm just
I have a question. When was the last time you washed your own clothes?
Are you firing me as your customer? I can't.
Yes.
I'm just. I I'll go get the other ladies of the association. Let's see what they have to tell about it. Okay.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't. This was a soul searing experience, but I had to stand up for myself. Those clothes were really smelly.
And scene! Fantastic interpretation of that. If you're at home, please give us a huge round of applause because we definitely deserve it. We're so delightful. And the next game, I'm going to let Aarti take it away. Aarti, the screen is all yours.
Good evening, ladies and other wonderful people out there. I am your host, Aarti, and today we are going to play an excellent game, as some of you might call it. But the thing is, before I start, can I get in the suggestion box suggestions about something that you are conflicted about, or something that you want some advice on, something that's been bothering you since the dawn of times? Because today in this show we're going to have three extremely wonderful panelists who are going to help you solve your conundrums and if you have any problems in life. So can I get our esteemed panelists on screen, please, who will help our audience solve whatever misery they are going through or happiness? Such a wonderful, what an honor. Oh my good, what an honor to see the three of you. I would like to, I don't have any words for my panelists, but I think they will speak about themselves. So, so can I have our first panelist introduce themselves? Please go ahead and introduce yourself. Panelist number one.
That's quite a riveting introduction. I guess she doesn't need an introduction. Everybody knows her face. You've seen it plastered on every billboard around the world. She is the new face of Gucci's hat line. She is the supermodel
This is
and head
true.
model. Please.
This is
Yes,
true.
you're back. Please.
My name is Sarsu. I am Miss Sarsu, and from a very young age, my head was really admired. I, in fact, was the head girl of my school. I, in fact, headed right into this profession of head modeling early in my teenage, actually. So I'm very happy. You can recognize me by my.
Yes,
I know. Calm down.
Sarsu, ma'am Sarsu, I have heard great many wonders about you. But before we begin the panel, can you clear the air for our audience about the controversy that you once were in, where you advertised for Head and Shoulders, and that seemed to be a copyright issue for your brand?
Yes, see, I said so we were not called Head and Shoulders. We were called Monday and Today. You know, which is a cultural reality, you know.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Sarsu. Can I get Swa? I mean, no words at all, but Swa, please go ahead, introduce yourself to, the few people who may not know you.
Hello, I am Swa, and you may know me as the girl with the fan on my Instagram, my Twitter, my Facebook, my Tumblr. I believe in communicating only through the first half of my face, and I teach people how to communicate through only the first half of their faces, so much so that there is no requirement of the mouth.
Wow.
Except for speaking. And eating, yeah. Okay. Yeah,
Absolutely. Wow.
that is me indeed.
Swa, before again, another question, a little controversial for you is how do you take all the backlash from the mouthists, the hardcore mouthists?
I don't want to talk. I don't like to talk about people who advocate for the mouth and the nose. So the nascent people and the mouthists, or indeed the cheeky association. Uh, I don't
And
want to
they're
talk about
always
them.
bad mouthing you.
Yes, they are and they're full of cheeky comments as well. Yes, they have a nose for negative things. I don't have a nose for negative things. I have an actual nose, but I never show it, of course. And that is me. I'm Swa.
Absolutely, absolutely. And of course, Yelma, if you could, maybe like a spoonful of audience who may not know you, could you give a round of introduction?
Yeah. So the thing about Swa, I just quickly wanted to say, keep your chin up. You got this, girl. It's gonna be perfectly fine. Haters gonna hate. And Sarsu, always a pleasure to have you here. You are head and shoulders above everyone else here. So it's wonderful. And yeah, so. The thing about me here is that I am quite honored to be here, and it's really quite an honor to be here. I feel very honored. It's an honor, an honorable show, an honorable panel. Yeah, just all of
Um,
that honor going around.
some of your Twitter fans have been saying that you have not given people enough honor. So how would you like respond to some people like that?
The thing about honor is that it can't be given. It needs to be claimed through fire, brimstone, and bloodshed. So that's the only way you can. That's all I'm going to say
And
about that.
yes, a wonderful audience. Without further ado, some of the burning questions that have been, keeping people divided forever have come in. And the first question for our esteemed panelist is: how does one draw the line between being rude and being straightforward? I'd like to direct the question to Sarsu. Sarsu, if you could please help this very, very curious audience member who's in pain.
It's all in the language.
Absolutely.
All in the language. If you clearly the person who's asking this question has had this question in their head for a long time. And if they have cared enough to ask about the question, I'm sure they're smart enough. They are ahead of their times, of their hating community that we live in, and they can really channelize the language in a manner that invites conversation rather than directing, yelling. No offense, Yelma, but not one directional conversation.
Absolutely,
And
absolutely. Yeah, one direction, absolutely. Yelma, I think your honorable inputs are always honored. So, how would you draw the line between being rude and being?
Well, as someone who gets pegged as someone who's rude quite a bit for no good reason, I would like to just say, to all my haters out there, listen, okay? You're just jealous that you're not where I am, and you've come up with this absolutely like ridiculous thing, saying that I'm rude, and you're just asking me to draw lines, and then like it's just not a good thing. It's just not a good scene for me at all, and I'm done with it. And Sarsu, it's okay. I forgive you.
So this is always a show of forgiving and forgetting. But Swa, you've already drawn a line between your eyes and your nose. But how do you draw the line between being rude and straightforward?
You see, this is the thing about having, speaking only with the first half of your face. There is no opportunity to be rude as such, because your mouth isn't mouthing away, and your teeth aren't bared. and the soft features of your eyebrows and your eyes are visible, which soften the blow, so to speak. And I believe very much in holding your mouth and your jaw behind a facade, whether it is a fan or a facade of deceit, so that you can be soft while delivering a blow, and the blow comes so late that they know only after you have
Um,
got
um,
it.
I was actually taking notes and I had to stop because I'm
That sounds
concerned.
like you want war.
uh, Panelists, let's just help our audience live a better life. And the next question for our panelists is something I relate to, and I think everyone on this planet Earth relates to, is should I give my Diwali or celebratory sweets to the neighbors, or should I gobble it myself? And as a
Always give it.
yes, yes.
Always give it. You want to walk through that corridor of friendship and make a headway into conversations. And this is related to the last question: how do I not be rude? To keep the sweet to oneself and not share it is very rude. And some people would not understand, but it's important to share resources. So always go out and share your sweets. It becomes sweeter.
Wow.
Light it.
Wow, wow, yes, yes,
Better
gateway
and
to
sweeter.
kindness is this. Yelma, please, please give us your
Yeah.
opinion.
Neighbors, who are they? Are they people who just live next to your house? Or are they people who are watching and listening to what's happening in your house? Are they the people who are infringing upon your privacy? Yes, I am talking about you, Deepak. I know that you're listening through my walls and I don't appreciate it. Um, yeah, so that's what I believe.
Wow, wow, you've shown a lot of emotion, Yelma, rightly so. Swa, please, can you also, let the audience, we don't know what you're eating right now, if you're eating sweets or not, but
Um,
let's know your note.
um, I can I've just finished all my Diwali sweets under this fan. I have just eaten them all. And so that answers my question, I believe, in whether to share or whether to eat. I think it's best to eat behind a fan and make eyes at your friends and telling them that, ha ha, I ate it all.
Wow. Swa being the bold one here, but I think I would be, I would be remiss if I don't ask you one parting word or sentence as an advice, either to the, previous questions that you go out, or to, life advice that our esteemed, again, panelists have to say. Sarsu, do you have some parting words for our really, really, audience that have been glued to the television screen right now?
Avoid being a headless chicken or having headaches by being sweet and by being lovely in your language and inviting conversations and not confrontations.
Absolutely. Wow. Wow. Fantastic. Fantastic.
Thank you.
Yelma, if you have some parting words.
Yes, I do actually. Haters, I'm coming for you. That's it.
Wow. Yelma being very, very out there. And Swam, you are a person of minimal words clearly behind your mask, but
I would like to give my parting thought just by the first half of my face, if possible.
oh, oh my God. That's the elixir of life. I've gotten the solutions to all my problems. Wow. And that brings me to the very end of our extremely popular show that gives advice, life advice to people always, and helps people live a better life. Hope you have become better than what you were before. Good evening, good night from wherever you are tuning in. Goodbye.
Heading out. Bye.
And scene.
Hey, thank you, Aarti. That was the end of our last game. And now we are going to do a little bit of long form, mid form, what have you. Couple of short open scenes based on your suggestions. So before we begin, audience, what is a childhood memory that makes you feel very warm inside? What is a childhood memory that makes you feel very warm inside? Can I have the rest of the team up, because I don't like seeing just my face on the screen? Thanks. So when the suggestions come, we will see them. More Adamant Eves. I'm just taking a look at the chat. Hi Asad, hi
And while
Meghna,
Bala
hi
does it,
Shreya. Huh?
I will tell you that Diwali has made Delhi, which is the capital of India, an even more difficult place to breathe. Its air index is already very, very bad, but yeah, it's scary.
Yeah. And on that wonderfully light note, I'm going to tell you a couple of childhood memories that make people really happy. Someone said watching Star Wars. That's from Jeff. Sorry. Sharing crayons with my classmates. Asad says Water Kingdom. Athira says drinking paisam with friends. Felix says getting handful of chocolates. Imitating my parents. That's a good one. Learning how to ride a bike. So many. There are so many coming in. So I'm just gonna keep putting them in the chat. So to start off, let's start off with, I don't know, watching Star Wars, crayons with friends. Yep. Let's take it away.
Riding a bike?
Fantastic. Yes. You. Hey, 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 hey. Pick me, pick me, pick me, pick me, pick me, me, down here, left. Down, 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 down. No, 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 no. Little to the left, little to the left. That one, that one. Yeah. Pull it out, pull it out. Hey, yes. Hi. What's up? It's been a while.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Oh,
Hi.
yeah, it's been a while. It's uh wow, I've used you so many times. I've just never heard your voice before.
You've used me so many times. This is the only context in which that statement would not sound ominous.
Yes, I guess. Uh, hi. Thank you for talking to me and showing yourself. You look very pretty, by the way. I That's what I thought when I saw you in the store. I thought,
Thanks. That day you saw me in the store was what, like 4 years ago? And then maybe you used me for the first 3 months after you bought me. And then since then I've been languishing in this stupid piece of furniture waste thingy that you have on your table, and I have to share my space with these heathens, these pencils and their sharpeners, and you've never looked at me after that.
I'm sorry. I do have a lot of pencils and pens and crayons so I have to use all of them. And then something new comes along and I have to use that as well. I guess that's why I forgot. But
No, let's stop making excuses. You had a very prolific writing habit, which started taking less and less and less importance in your life. And that's what I'm more upset about, because I really enjoyed writing those stories.
well, I did begin my diary writing with you for sure. I wrote my first poem with you.
Exactly.
Oh man, what was it about? Flying kites.
It was about flying kites. Yeah. And how sometimes in life we need to just go off and just fly a kite instead of trying to change a situation or offer our commentary on a situation that does not concern us.
Oh, I do miss writing actually.
Well, do you want to
Um,
get back to it, partner?
well, I do write, but I use my laptop. Um,
Let's.
just no offense to you, but it's just easier in a laptop. I can just print it directly. Uh, I do my work reports in my laptop, but
Okay.
I miss actually writing. And you
Yeah.
did used to write on paper quite well. I
Take a
wonder
look at
if
your
you.
laptop for a second. Yeah. And now look at me and resolve to write with both of us. All right? And I will see you again soon. And
Oh
now I must go back to sleep.
no! Hold on. Can I? Oh no! You're back. Okay. I'll not
Bye.
disturb you. Okay. See you tomorrow.
I have the idea. I have the idea.
What? What, bro? What?
A wealthy old man living in a haveli.
Hmm.
Ah, okay, wow.
Hmm. Ah.
Wealthy old man.
Living in a Haveli, huh? Hmm.
Good, good, you're
Say more,
listening.
bro. Say more.
At 3 a.m. every
Hmm.
night,
Hmm.
one ghost comes.
Only one,
Okay?
na. Only one,
All
na. Of two, three, no.
hey,
Three.
we are hyper focusing. We are hyper focusing on one ghost. Listen.
Okay, okay.
Ah. So one ghost comes, okay?
Hmm.
And the old man feels like peeing. How
Feels like pee.
timing? Peeing. How like timing? At 3 a.m. only he'll feel like peeing.
Bro, 1 minute,
And
bro.
okay. Hey, listen, yeah. You don't like it, huh? You want to
Bro, I'll
change.
tell you one thing, bro. Okay, bro. Since
Uh,
the time
uh,
we are conceptualizing this movie, no, you've been
uh.
acting very one-sided, bro. Like I feel, bro, you're just thinking, bro, about yourself only. Like sometimes you
Bro,
have
I'm
to be
thinking about the old man, bro. Old man's life, that ghost life I'm thinking about, bro. I'm living in.
so much passion, da. You have so much passion
It's,
for the old men.
it's there, da. Like imagine you're walking down the road and one to the toilet and one ghost comes means.
Oh, how da? Oh, we.
Just
Hey, baby. What's up, baby? Baby. Baby.
Okay. I don't like it when you call me baby, even in your thoughts. Like I can see it in your eyes that you're calling me baby in that really creepy manner, and I wish you would just stop because
Oh
you're all
my.
adults.
Oh fuck. What the? What? You can hear my thoughts?
Your eyes are so expressive, Vinay. Your eyes are so expressive. Like how long have I been seeing those eyes? I can like even a twitch of an eyebrow, I can like figure out what you're thinking.
No. If I do
Uh,
Bharatnatyam,
no.
you think she'll understand Bharatnatyam? Takadim, takadum, 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 takadim, takadum, takadum, tam, tam, tak, tam.
Oh man, you still make you make me laugh the same way that you did on our first date 2 years ago.
Um,
Like the same way. When you wooed me, you remember when you suddenly in the middle of lunch started doing the Bharatanatyam of your eyebrows? Until then, I was thinking, this guy is a hit or a miss. I'll see. But then those eyebrows, my God.
Yeah, baby, you don't call me the eyebrow man for nothing.
Stop. But you need to stop with the baby. Like, just stop with the baby. Keep the eyebrows, stop the baby. Can you do that?
Uh,
All right. I'll take an eye roll for now.
Bro, I have the idea, bro.
what, bro? What, bro?
Little tiny combs for eyebrows.
Oh my God, bro.
How?
Now let us fully exit everything we had before. Let us go to venture capitalist, get off some money. We will make a factory. Like 2-3 factories will put off. I'll do sales, marketing, everything ready.
I'm ready with the ideation. I really believe in this. Do you remember that, guess who was the inspiration? You just take a guess.
Um, that your parents. Your
No,
parents.
your mother. Your mother. I came for Diwali, no,
Oh,
auntie's
bro.
place.
Uh-huh.
There was this tiny sliver of hair, like not hair, like eyebrow lash in eyebrow strand, which was falling onto her eyelid, mascaraed eyelashes, and then she kept like touching it, right? Like her hands were not, and then it really sat in my head then.
Cut to the meeting with the venture capitalists where you pitch your idea.
You nervous, dude?
I'm also going to
Yes,
close this.
Ma'am,
yes, they're here. Yeah, we're just going into the meeting with them. Yeah, it's a really young team, and
eyebrows. Hey,
Swaz,
eyebrows. Show your
Swaz.
eyebrows.
Excuse me, I'm on an important call, entrepreneurs. Could you just like for a
We are
second?
waiting.
Thank you.
No
So
problem. Take your time, man.
Swaz
Take your time.
already very apprehensive about it, and yeah, Swaz, our senior partner who deals with consumer products and cosmetics. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. I don't have any high opinion of these little boys. Not very sophisticated entrepreneurs. So let's see. Okay. Hi. I am a part of the
Hello,
investment
ma'am.
team. This is Swa. Swa is the senior manager and the managing partner.
Hello, ma'am.
You have
Hello.
7 seconds to give us your pitch because we're very, very busy. So, within these 7 seconds, I want you to cover what problem you're solving, what your solution is, what your total addressable market is, what your go to market strategy is, what your unit economics are, and what your projected financials are going to be. And go.
Brow.
I had one line, bro. I had one line. When your eyelash falls on your hand, you wish for your dream, but your real dream is in your eyebrows.
And
That was a pitch.
Swa, can we have a quick huddle, please? Yeah, just come to the
I
side.
got
Yeah.
scared. I got scared. Okay, I don't know what to do. Okay, I
Okay.
was.
Listen, we should write them a check for 10 million, right?
Yeah. Eyebrows and the dreams coming true thing. It
The
just
next
clutched
best
my
thing.
heart.
Because it's
Yes.
the next best thing. Those losers in Silicon Valley are gonna lose their minds. I'm so ready. Entrepreneurs, you're funded 10 million. Please pick up the check from the office next week, okay? And yeah, good luck. This is what we love doing. Bye.
That
bro.
scene.
Oh, auntie, do you have a cough? It must be quite rough to have a cough, auntie. Let me give you let me give you a bit of water. Yeah.
Times are tough right now, so that is why I got a cuff link right now.
you had some questionable stuff in your food also earlier. I saw you eating the gooseberries, too many gooseberries. Yes.
They were not just gooseberries, huh? In my time, we would also pick some opium in the fields.
Oh, oh my God. You must think I'm a duffer for believing such stories, huh? Okay, Auntie. Okay, yeah. I'll talk to you very soon, Auntie.
That's why they
Not.
call me a
Quack, quack.
Plap, 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 plap.
Oh,
Oh,
ho, 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 ho.
oh, 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 oh,
That's how it's
oh.
gonna be, huh? That's how it's gonna
Is
be.
that? You think only you can make noise? I cannot make noise when I want to.
You wanna do me dirty like that from the other side of the lake? You wanna fight with me? You come to my side of the lake, bro. Quack,
Okay, you
quack.
wait, dude. One gooseberry I'll take and show me your,
Oh, oh,
show me the space between your eyebrow while I
take
get
it,
it.
take it.
Open your mouth also in case I feel friendly suddenly in
It's
between.
called
And I
a beak. Call it a beak, man.
beak, beak, man, beak. It's so anthropomorphic nowadays, all the time.
Okay.
As if humans are beaks. Plop.
That's what I said. You don't stand here
I
bapping at me from
concede.
the other side of the lake, bro.
I
It's not how it's
concede.
gonna
Bro,
work.
you the birdiest bro of them all, bro. You got it. Thank
That's
you.
what I was saying. Quack,
You are the
quack.
biggest.
Peace out.
Blah 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 blah.
Brother! 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 Brother?
Yes, yes,
Brother, we need to
yes.
do something. We need to do something to change the world. We need to do something to change this idea that people have about brother and brotherhood and fraternity.
I mean,
Yes, I love that idea.
I do
Sorry, I
also.
was passing by and I
Oh, that's
needed
fine. You can totally join our conversation. It's perfectly fine.
a revolution.
You need a revolution?
Brovolution.
A brovolution? Yeah, I think so too.
You see, brothers, uh, this this is what I'm talking about. Using of our name and our word into different things and diluting it. I don't like it. This is somehow not okay.
Yeah,
Do
I
you?
totally hear you. Just because we're
I agree.
bros, just because we're in a fraternity, our family name, which is feminist, is kind of it's getting a bad rap, man.
Yeah.
Nobody associates
Yeah.
bros with the F word, and it's kind of bumming me out.
Yeah.
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 Yes.
They see, listen to that. That's what we are associated with, like violence and either violence on one end or on the other end, like listlessness and ineffectiveness.
Yes, indeed. And we are so much more than that.
We
I want
are.
to I want this name. I want the word brother to be associated with everything that we are, not
That's true.
just you
Yes.
know.
Yes.
Yes.
I,
Yes. That's
I
true.
suggest we rename ourselves. It's a fairly simple procedure where we just need to put like an ad in the paper and fill out this affidavit for name change.
Love it.
I
Love
think
it.
that we should be called Brother Fraternity Feminist from now on. I
Love
like this
it.
new name.
It's like
BFF.
BFF, but with the
BFF.
BFF.
zing.
That's what we should be. BFFs with everybody, irrespective of whether
Yes.
they're one of us or not one of us. They're all one of us in the sense that we're all humans. So, yeah.
Yes,
Love
indeed.
it.
BFFs. I'm going to change my name now.
Bro, bro, I had a great idea, bro.
Bro, say.
I think I should let your ideas breathe too. I realize I've been only like giving you ideas, right?
Really, bro?
Yeah,
Really?
bro.
Bro, I was thinking, bro, that we should, along with the eyebrow combs, also
Yeah.
have eyebrow farms.
I love it. I love
Imagine
it
the amount
because
of eyebrows we'll collect.
it will depend on how much we fit.
Yeah, yes, yes,
Yes,
and
yes.
yeah, it's
There
the
will be
best.
so much money. It will be sweet as honey.
Hmm. And we will also be very kind. I hope the audience and the customers don't mind.
And see. That was the Adamant Eves. Let's have Shweta on screen as well. Hi, Suva. That was our time. Thank you so much for everything. That was our set. Thank you, Highwire. Thank you, Brian, for having us. Um, cool. Hey, Brian's back. Hi, Brian. Brian, you're on.
You're on mute though, Brian.
Muted. No. Oh, I was just playing the game. I was playing Shui's game. I was muted trying to talk.
Good one.
Oh. Thank you. This was so amazing. I have never seen a chat in YouTube like that for any show. Your fans are the best. It was so much fun. I just wanted to just talk a little bit. How did you all get together? I know there's two other members of the team, correct?
Yes, yes. We so in about 2017, we are part of Improv Comedy Bangalore, which is the name of our larger theater with other members as well. We had equal number of men and women in 2017, so a few of us were like, let's see what happens. Let's see how the audiences feel about seeing only women on stage. And what started as an experiment has now landed with this beautiful team that we have with us today. Bunch of not so I mean, a very friendly and harmless coven of women who love improv.
Yes, we love covens. One of our other founders, Kristen, is very she describes herself as very witchy, so she will be very happy to hear that. Um, and how has it been with you all to be able to do shows like this to new audiences? Because I know you all have been very active, both as a group and individually. How fun has that been to kind of spread the joy that you bring to your performance? You're muted.
You're on mute, Bala.
No, I'm like, anyone else wants to chime in? I'm like, go for it. But then I realized that's
Well, yeah, it's been a lot of fun. So ever since the pandemic situation started, which is not the best of circumstances to say, oh yeah, the fun started when no, but also the pandemic situation brought with us, I think, a lot more accessibility to other improvisers and improvising groups all over the world, and with that. For all of us, there were a lot of opportunities to learn and collaborate, and that has been a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I was looking at, and perform to newer audiences as well.
Right. So. I was looking at classes from Barcelona last night. They put some new classes up, and that was a lot of fun. Just trying to do the math of, can I do it at this time of day? Can I get out of work and do a practice for 2 hours? So we're very excited. You're going to do 2 more shows with us. Next time we will flip the time, so you'll be 10 o'clock our time, and you will be doing some Sunday morning coffee improv. And in January we'll see what works best for both of us to do this. But we're so excited to have you. We're going to play you off with Beyonce, and then
thank you, Brian.
Before that,
you're so generous and kind.
Brian,
thank you for.
Yes.
I think Brian, I'm curious, burning curious to know what the original scene was about, and you're on mute.
Oh yes.
I will not sleep otherwise.
Go ahead and tell them.
Oh yeah! Oh my God! I had just put in my resignation because Aarti's character expected hand kisses and cheek kisses and she was my boss,
Oh,
and every time I
that's the
greeted her,
part.
yeah, and
Yeah.
I couldn't take it anymore. And that book that you saw was my resignation letter because there was so much wrong with this job that I wrote everything that I didn't like
Wrote a
about it.
novel out of it.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to steal that game. That is a very fun game. I like that. That's
Yeah,
really great. Okay.
awesome. Thank
All right.
you.
Thank you
Thank you so much.
all.
Thank you, audience. Bye.